Okay, this is the Tyler, Texas School Board meeting, October 21st. I'm talking about prayer in every classroom, um, the success of Kevin East with their mentoring alliance and East Texas summer camps. Also, how the current election ballot for constitutional amendments is actually violating the Constitution, and also encouraging the board to avoid charter schools that do not have elected boards.
Your comments about the presentation? Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate you. Okay, moving on to public participation. We have one speaker, Mr. Bob Brewer. Come on down.
Thanks again, board. This is maybe the best school board meeting I've ever been to, either Tyler or anywhere else. Really hopeful. Mr. Sterling, your prayer is great. It really should be the example for every classroom in TISD. Your elementary, Maya, is just sets the example for a perfect student. And then to have Kevin East come in here and show all the progress that he's doing is just a blessing beyond compare. So the last time I was here was for Constitution Week. We won't talk about that. I don't want to ruin the mood. But today is the first day of early voting, and we're voting on 10 amendments plus some other things depending on where you live. I'd like to let everybody know, in reference to Constitution Week, none of this is constitutional. And that might be a good test that I could leave for later, or I could explain it now. The only written guarantee in the Constitution is to guarantee a Republican form of government. And when our elected representatives shirk their responsibilities on decisions that they can't make, and they give it up to the people, a democracy, which is mob rule, things just devolve to chaos. So anyway, if you need any of these ballots, I've got them marked the way some people think they ought to go, but we should avoid these at all costs. We are a Republican form of government. We elect people like you to represent us, to know the issues, because we can't. And none of the people that are going to be voting on this know anything any better than any of our elected representatives. So anyway, there's a move afoot that's rampant on charter schools, and we must avoid those at all costs if they don't involve elected boards like this board. It really is, it's using tax money without any consequences to its taxation without representation. So anyway, since all this is constitutional, I brought some employment applications for new people that want to run for office, and it asks a bunch of questions on what your oath means regarding the Constitution, and if you're really going to abide by it and know what the Constitution demands, because in my estimation, not one person in this entire nation is following their oath to protect and defend the Constitution. And that's the second clause of Article 4, Section 4, which is provide protection against invasion. And that ain't happening. So anyway, it's good to see we got National Merit Scholars. Seems like we had a boatload back in '67. I'm not sure what level of National Merit Scholar that was, but Anyway, whatever you can do to help Kevin and help get our Bible back into pre-K to postdoc would be much appreciated. As a reminder, as I spoke last time, in 1783, the Confederation Congress, right after the signing of the treaty with England, commissioned the printing of 10,000 books to be used in schools. Those books were the Aiken Bible. 25% of that Congress went on to sign the Constitution. 2 of those guys went on to be Supreme Court justices. One of them was a Chief Justice. If it's legal to have the Bible throughout education for them, there's no reason why it shouldn't be for us. And thank you again for your prayer, and keep it up. And please help Kevin all you can. Thank you.
So that's it. Our founders promoted the Bible use in all grades in school, actually used it as a textbook, and I see no reason why we shouldn't push to have the Bible at every level of school. That's one of the tools that Kevin East uses with his Rose City summer camps.